Hey, comic book fans, Logbox Love Affair here. I have an unboxing. I knew I had one to unbox today, and it turns out I have two. And you know, whenever you get something from Sarasota, Florida, in a box like this, that it's CGC. And I forgot I had these sent out. They're very special sketch, remark, and signature from a master. And then I got a store incentive comic. So I'm going to unbox those in just a second, but I got to build the anticipation, right? But today was new comic book day. I almost said free comic book day, but that's not the case. But it was a pretty cheap week. But there were two variants that my store had for cover price that I was glad to pick up. The Spider-Geddon Zero painted cover. Not quite painted, but Inyuk Lee, I think. But it looks like, oh, Clayton Crane did the interiors. I didn't know that. Hoping to see him this coming weekend in Baltimore. Baltimore Comic Con is upon us. So I've been a little slacking in my preparation, but I have a stack of stuff. I'll probably do a video talking about the things I'm thinking about taking with me. So, and in Extermination 3, the Ron Garney cover, I saw him do a sketch, show a sketch of this on Instagram, and I said, I need to have that. When is that coming out? And so today was the day, and it was cover price. It hasn't been selling for too much more than cover, maybe double cover. So I was excited to get it just for cover price. But I don't usually show off new books. I show off things that I find in back issue bins. I also made an infuriating trip in the rain and in rush hour to a shop an hour away. It's typically a half hour away, but rush hour today was awful. I was looking for some blank covers because I'm hoping to get some sketches. The blank covers that I had shipped away for are not going to arrive in time. So I have to go to plan B. So I have some, but they're just not the condition that I want them in. So I was going to look for other ones, but I might just wait till I get to the con and see what I can find. So first unboxing from KRS Comics. Now, I don't usually like to buy from those types of stores. Nothing against them, but sometimes I find their shipping is pretty slow. This was really good, but this cover was hot in my mind. It's a Return to Wolverine variant cover, and if they sent me the right one, that is. I haven't opened it yet. And it just looked really sweet. I'm sure it's digitally drawn, but just kind of a cool, different cover, and I'm a big Wolverine fan, so I wanted to pick that up. So let's see what they got. Okay. Yellow tape. Orange tape, I should say. Let's just peel that back. One side. So this is the Mayhew variant edition, the Hot Claws. This is a crazy cover. Return of Wolverine, Mayhew, Mike Mayhew. And it's a limited, I don't know how many, but I just thought I'd pick this up because it just was a killer cover. Speaking of which, I didn't plan on showing, but might as well show it off. Let me go grab the book I got in the mail the other day. Actually, I picked up a couple more I realized I hadn't shown off, so thanks for letting me get that. So I also purchased a Return to Wolverine set on from Scorpion Comics, and they have these. They must have some deal with Clayton Crane, because this Clayton Crane Return of Wolverine cover is killer, and I got the Virgin with it too. What happened though was the Virgin. I know there are defects that happen when books get printed, but it had a little slice like really deep in here, and so. Not quite a slice, but definitely an indent. And so I complained. I very politely emailed, and they sent me a whole new one. So I have two, one in really great condition, one not. And I might take the one that is in really great condition to Baltimore with me and have Clayton Crane do a remark. I haven't seen any Wolverine remarks of his. What I'd really like is a Ghost Rider remark, but I don't have a book for him to put that on, except the Avengers 7. I think it's number 7 variant cover that he did. And then hook up on Instagram. Out of the blue, the amazing Murfinator, who is on Instagram and on YouTube. I'll try to put a link in his channel below, to his channel below here. So if you're not subbed to him, check that out. Murph reached out to me and knew, I assume he knew because he was following me, that I had one more comic to get in my variant set of Del Otto's Spider-Mans. So he hooked me up with an amazing deal to get the Ends of the Earth Part 2 Electro variant. This came really, really nice. Really great condition. Near mint plus, maybe. Here's the story behind this, though. It arrived when I opened my front door into the vestibule of the condo. The package, he sent it in one of these mailers, but it was also put inside a larger, larger padded envelope from the post office. The envelope had been ripped open. Someone had taken care to slice with a knife open the box to see what was in it and left it. So I saw it open and I thought, oh shit, what am I going to do? Someone stole my comic. Opened it up, the comic was still there. So whoever the thief was trying to get something did not realize that they liked comics, or they don't like comics, thankfully to me. So hopefully they stay away from my stuff. That's the first time that's ever happened. And this shipment came earlier than the normal postal service, because usually the post office hides the packages. This person just left it right on the doorstep. So thankfully the book survived. No one took it, and the rest is history. So I have the full set of the Ends of the Earth Del Otto variant covers, all thanks to the amazing Murfinator. So thank you, man. Appreciate it. So it's always great to get a hookup from a fellow YouTuber. So that's the recent books. Now, moving on. I have this CGC, and it's pretty amazing. So I was also on Instagram. I was following Vegas Comics, and I had previously missed out. Planet Awesome Comics had a Jim Lee signing and remark opportunity. He doesn't do the sketches, and if he does, I think they're astronomically priced. So Vegas Comics had a thing on their Instagram page, and I don't know much about them, but I looked into them. They seemed reputable, and I was like, okay, because you're going to be paying a little bit for a Jim Lee sig and a Jim Lee remark. So I ended up going to Denver Comic-Con, and I found 2 copies of books that I thought were of quality to get a signature on. And these are books from my childhood. It's X-Men #1, the gatefold cover. And it was always a book that was hard to find. I don't have it slabbed. It doesn't go for much, but I bought really nice copies. So I thought they might be 9/8. Spoiler alert, they are not 9/8. I know what the rating is here. But I sent both of them. I took 2 to get a Jim Lee sketch on these books. So it's beautiful. I've seen these. They gave me the heads up they were en route. So these books, this is just the back. These books were my childhood, and Jim Lee is one of my trifecta. Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, and Todd McFarlane. I have signatures for all of them. I have a remark from Rob Liefeld. I don't have anything from Todd McFarlane, but Jim Lee, I got done 9.6. And just take a look at that cover. What's different? We got some Cyclops action going on. Jim Lee drew Cyclops on this comic book. And it looks like he even put some red marker in the visor. This is awesome. I thought about it. I was like, should I have him do Psylocke? But I knew the remarks were all to the side, and I didn't know how distinguishing she would be. So I didn't have him do Psylocke. I thought Gambit. I thought Colossus. And so I went with Cyclops because I do love Cyclops. What I was actually hoping he would do is do a dueling beam right here, which would have been pretty cool. So I was a little disappointed these weren't 9/8, but I think the gatefolds are probably harder to get in 9/8 because of just the gatefold fold itself. So this is one that I've had, and it didn't come for a while. I sent these out, well, maybe July, and he did the sketch at San Diego Comic-Con this year, but I never heard back, and then slowly had gotten more details in recent weeks, and then I knew they were en route. So the other one I had done is also a 9/8, and it's Wolvie. This one will definitely stay in my collection. I am a big Wolverine fan. They're not very detailed, but they're detailed enough for Jim Lee, I think. Cyclops is blasting Wolverine through the face. Of course, after I send these, I think of all the books that I could have sent. It would have been cool to have an Uncanny X-Men 275 remarked. Of course, that's another gatefold, I guess. There's some other ones that are super cool. Maybe even 248 or something like that. But that Wolverine, and it's cool that it says signed and sketched by Jim Lee on 7/20/18. So these are just cool books that are now part of my collection. And to be honest, it's when I started collecting X-Men, is right at this run. The first one I bought was the Magneto cover of #1. I mean, these issues are not hard to find. They're scarce. They're not scarce, I should say. But to get a remark with Wolverine or Cyclops is pretty awesome. So I wanted to show those off because I do love the art. I do love the sketches. I'm going to be picking up some sketches in Baltimore and have, like I said, getting some blank covers going. So yeah, this is my unboxing. I am psyched about this, and I mean, I don't have any words for this. This is something I never thought I would be able to get. It'd be cool to have a blank cover sketch from Jim Lee, but that's a little out of my price range. One day, I don't know, maybe sooner than later, I might part with one of these, maybe the Cyclops, to finance some more of my collection. But for the time being, these are here. These are in my possession. And yeah, so this is a good haul. This is a good haul. Between the Murphinator, and some of the other books I picked up, I can't complain. So thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. If you're new to my channel, comment, subscribe, press that like button, press that bell if you want to see when I put more videos up. I'm trying to do a video a week at least. Sometimes I do lapse, but try to get at least one video out, maybe more. So yeah, here we go everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care and talk to you soon.